Welcome to LT Outdoors, the channel with everything the outdoor world has to offer. The sun is coming up, bobber's going down. Fish are all a-biting and jumping all around. Let's hook up the boat, come on, let's go. It's time for LT Outdoors. I'm talking LT Outdoors. Might go hunting, fishing, metal detecting, might even do a little foraging too. I'm talking LT Outdoors. I hope you enjoy the show. Look at that. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of LT Outdoors. Today doing something different. I'm out foraging. It's going to be kind of a mixed episode though, because I really doubt I'm going to find enough to make it worthwhile. This time of year, it's still pretty early. It's not May yet. Usually around the beginning of May is when I find the most of my morels. But right now I am out morel hunting, and I just came across one, and I can see another one a little bit over yonder. They're small. These are the black morels. Or brown, whatever you want to call them. They don't get very big. The biggest browns I've seen have been like 4 inches. They just don't get that big. The big ones you find are those big whites, or the grays. And, they're a little later in the season. But, I just came across my first one. Probably can't see it. It's right in there. But I am going to switch the camera around. I'll show you that. And then I'll crawl on over and show you the other one. So, yeah, I'm going to take some time, though. Go around, pick some mushrooms. I did a little bit of a fishing episode yesterday, and although I didn't catch very many fish, I did lose a couple nice ones, and I think it'll make for a nice little partial episode. So I'm going to throw that in here too, so you guys will get a mixed episode. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to crawl around, see how many morels I can find, and then I think I'm going to head out metal detecting for a different episode. So hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think, and hit that subscribe button. All right, everybody. Today is April 18th, which is the earliest that I have ever found morel mushrooms. But there is one right there. As you can see, it ain't very big. But, like I said in the intro, the blacks don't get that big. So I take what I can get out of these. They're super hard to find. They are the most ridiculous of the morels because they are just tricky. Tricky. They hide in the leaves so well. I probably cross a million of them and never find them. But, as you can see, they blend right in. They're just, you really got to know what you're doing to see these things. But, yeah, I prefer when the whites and grays come out because they stick out like a sore thumb. But, like I said, this is the earliest that I have ever found these things. As you can see, I'm just kind of walking around. These are mostly poplar trees. That is what I usually find the majority of my blacks around is the poplars, dead or dying especially. So I do see another one, right? Let's see if I can zoom in there. You might, yeah, there it is, coming out of the stump. Super tiny one, but hey, I'm gonna go get her. All right, here's this super dinky one, super duper dinky, coming out of the bottom of this tree. I'm just going to snap her off, because you know what? It'll fry up just the same. We are going to have frost here in the next couple days, so it's pointless to leave them. They're not going to do very good after the frost, so I'm going to take what I can get. They'll all fry up together, and they're all just as tasty. Alright, now this is not one that I am looking for. Some people do eat them. I don't recommend it. I've just heard too much about toxicity over time. So I refuse to eat them. Honestly, you do you. Everybody does their lives differently, but I'm not going to try it. This is a beefsteak. The only good thing that I think about them is when you do find a beefsteak mushroom, they grow in the same areas as the morels. And they like the same soil temperature. So if you find one of these, usually there's a good chance that your morels are starting to come up too. So I'm always excited when I first see the beefsteaks each year, because that tells me that there's a good chance there's going to be some morels around. Well, here I am again, guys, just wandering through the poplars. And it's funny, sometimes I don't know how I see them. Sometimes I can see these things from quite a ways away. There's a little one coming off the side of that stump right there. It's always good to look around the stumps of those poplars. They definitely like them. I was walking over to that one that I just pointed out to you in the video. I haven't picked it yet. I look down and I see another one. That's the thing, guys. When you find one, there is always a really great chance of there being more. You just really have to get down and look. And again, right next to the stump of the tree. That seems to be the best spot for these. Like that first one, sometimes you find them a little ways away, but more often than not, I've even seen them growing out of the stumps. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I got this one. Do a quick peek around, make sure there's not any more sneaking around me. I know for a fact I got a fourth one waiting for me up the street here. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, I'm pretty excited, guys. I showed you guys the one that that I seen from a ways away. Well, I was walking over to that one, which is over there, and I happened to look down, and boom, there's another one. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled, because there's usually more than one nearby. Yeah, that's cool. I always like finding two in a spot. Even better to find more in a spot, but that's cool. And again, right around the trunk. Pay attention to where you find your mushrooms, because usually that's what you want to focus on. Alright. Pick this little guy. And come around the tree. Make sure I'm not seeing any more. And, oh, don't you break on me, baby. Sweet. Oh, check this out, guys. I just turned my head. That's a pretty good one right there. See, I would have never seen that. Another thing, you know, right now I'm on my knees. When I'm hunting and I find a mushroom, I will get on my knees and I will sit for a minute and just stare around, because it's better when you're at a lower level. It can be tougher to see these things when you're up high. Yeah, that's a better one there. Yep, cool. See, last year I didn't get out at all, so definitely doing better than last year. Now, like I said before, you gotta walk really carefully. These things are ridiculously hard to see amongst the leaves. I just found one. It's right there. Really hard to see. But, yeah, just walking really slow, peeking at the ground. As you can tell, I hate hunting these dark ones because they are just horrible to see. Get this little guy picked. Yeah. Alright, see what I can catch. There we go. There's a good fish. Oh, that's a big fish, guys. Oh. Oh, man, I don't know what it is. I think it's a pike. Yeah, it is. Oh, just threw water on me. It's a pike. Smashed it. Oh, came off and threw the lure at me. That's alright though, pike season's closed, but man, I sure love hooking into them. There's a fish. I think that's a bass. Oh, that was a giant. That was a giant. Gosh, that was the biggest bass that I've had in a long time. There we go. Oh no. Gosh darn it. Ugh. There's a fish. Nice bass. Nice bass. Real shallow water too. Whoa. Better tow me around. Yeah, that's a beauty. Nice fish. Barely had the hook in him. Look at that, folks. That is a nice largemouth there. Alright, get this baby back. Fight another day. Now, I decided to try some topwater. The wind had started to calm down. Of course, then it pick back up. When it's not windy, I like to use topwater. I feel it's best when it's nice and calm. I was using this little lure. This is made by Marty's Lures. I don't know what he calls this one, but I love it. I've caught some nice fish on this over the years. This thing just kind of wobbles like a jitterbug on the surface, except it's smaller and it's got rattles. Works really good. Let's see if we can do this again. The Outdoors is brought to you by Widowmaker Lures, quality tungsten jigs. Northland Fishing Tackle, check them out online for a huge selection of lures. Wellman's Bait and Tackle in Oscoda, Michigan. Heavy Metal Custom Lures, a great selection of plastics and more. Marty's Lures, quality paint jobs that the fish desire. Cowboy Coffee Chew, a cup in a pinch. Crooked Bend, quality food plot mixes. Drake Clothing Company, quality outdoor clothing. And Shelley's Shirt Shack, where all the LT Outdoors merchandise is made.
Send him to Davy Jones' locker.